child back to school?
That's one thing that she know that joint. Like she.
Did you ask her for Saturday school or in-school suspension?
Trying to do that.
Okay.
I need to see you about something.
I need you to remind me to write a letter of reference for a child before the end of the day. I need to send it to Mr. Gathers. No.
Oh, Catholic.
Right. Send it to Mr. Gathers, and then I need to write a pass for James Valdez.
Dr. Stephen G. Peters, of course, he is the newly assigned and appointed principal at Orangeburg Wilkinson High School. We've had a great opportunity to talk to him in the past in a variety of capacities that he's been in. He's a world-renowned educator, as we all know. We are blessed to have him here in this community. The thing that I wanted to say was we had the privilege of observing you in action in conflict resolution.
Yeah.
Maybe you want to tell us about that part or that aspect of your day, or how it is that you are so involved or engaged as a principal, because I know not all principals may do that.
Right.
You got the call and you were Johnny
Yeah.
on the spot, so tell us about that.
Yeah, you know, one of the positive aspects of the work we do day to day affords me an opportunity to get to know students at different levels, whether it is a pound or a high five or a handshake or a hug in the mornings as we start, or whether it is through conflict at some point in the day that they have with each other, or as in case today with a teacher. And because I was close to the classroom where the issue was, I took it.
Mm-hmm.
I have a phenomenal team of assistants, assistant principals, instructional coaches, and so forth. But I'm a member of that team, even though I am the principal.
So you lead by example.
I don't ask them to do anything they wouldn't see me doing. And I think that there's a healthy respect for that. I also think that it helps people catch on to the vision. This isn't somebody who's just visionary who says we can do this, but they see that, you know, I work for 12, 14 hours a day.
Because segregation had the potential to hinder interstate transactions. And I even think it goes to the point of the ICC ruling. Basically where here it was, the federal government said, even when it comes down to transportation, you know, these businesses, hotels, motels, restaurants, you have to integrate. You can no longer discriminate against people of color coming in these businesses. And so, okay, yes, this is the case when students in Orangeburg were using when they tried to desegregate the bowling alley. So basically they would... Yes.
Let me stop you right there, because I think this is a real teachable moment, in the sense that when you think about high school juniors and seniors doing activist work, doing work that I call significant work, in a sense that they're high school. These are 16, 17-year-olds who are thinking about social action. They're thinking about equity and access. And so that is one of the things that we try here now with our new vision at OW, to get you to think better, bigger. That if you're gonna go, you have to grow. Chad?
Sure.
And if you, in your growing, that means your thinking is different. That you're thinking different, you're acting different, and more than we want you to get A's and B's and gain high school credit units for graduation, which we surely want you to do, we want you to be better people. That's one of the reasons I came here, is to make you think about being a better person.
Yeah.
Dr. Peters, is this one of your top classes? Is that why they're so bright and so engaged and so informed?
I think all of our students are this bright.
Okay.
Whether they know it or not is a different story. And we're in a classroom with one of our best teachers as well. So when the formula is you have a great teacher, great students. And then, are you a student at Claflin University? Which brings us around
So there's a collaboration.
full circle to the point of, somebody said to me this morning, one of my chief of staff, I call her, Miss Jenkins, said, when you talk to, I have to call your wife, because my wife's the vice provost at Claflin. I have to call your wife, and I said, what's up? You know, I can just tell her. She says, no, I just want to tell her that every one of Claflin University students that are helping us in the AM Blitz, PM Blitz, they have come on time, they come with smiles on their faces, they come about business. Well, I say this is one of our best teachers, and I say that because I've watched him teach. First of all,
Did you not receive an award this year?
Yes,
he
sir.
did.
And what was it? Would you tell us about it, if you will?
It was the 80% club where 80% of my students passed, but I really don't want to go there too much because
I remember you wouldn't allow me to interview you last time.
I teach excellent students, and we have many excellent teachers in this school.
Yeah,
So I almost
absolutely.
don't like to be singled out. I mean, not that
Absolutely.
it's nice, it's a nice reward, but we have some, I mean, Mrs. Richardson, I mean, is one of the top teachers I've ever seen. There's many others right next door, Mr. Trisecki. And so I don't like to be singled out because we have excellent teachers here at Orangeburg Wilkinson High School.
Absolutely.
He set the surrounding of the school.
He meaning Dr. Peters?
Yes,
Okay.
Dr. Peters.
He's changed the environment?
Yeah,
And that's-
and so that kind of caught our attention to like come in class and focus more. So that's kind of easier on the teacher.
Cut on the hallway. That's what Saturday school or something. So yeah, he made sure that we get to class last year. Basically, like they really didn't care. He
Is
made
it-
sure like he said like there's a college campus, so he make us listen to music in the hallways, and once we enter the doors, headphones out. So yeah, he let us vibe.
So he treats you more like adults?
Yes.
Because in all actuality, those of you who are in 11th grade, 12th grade, you actually are adults. And so that changed that.
I think leadership is influence. It's a simple formula. Leadership is influence. Great leaders influence other people to operate at a level higher than normal. Because failure is not an option for me. It drives me to overcome it. I like to remind myself, and I remind myself often, that failure is only an option for those who consider it. And because I don't consider it, I have to have a drive. I have to work harder than most. Yeah. You seem to have had a better week, actually.
I did.
Yeah. What's going on? What's different now that's giving you an opportunity to do better and be better?
Going to class on time, doing my work.
Yeah, but something changed, though. What changed? I mean, you really are being consistent in going to class and not getting in trouble, not getting in verbal altercations.
Your talk.
My talks with you. So,
That push me on to do better.
Well, let me ask you a question. Now, Mr. Peters is the principal. He's not the teacher. He has enough time to spend time with you to talk with you about your personal issues? Has he been able to do that?
Yes, sir.
Do you have to go to his office and find him, or do you just find him?
Anywhere.
You find him anywhere. So he's accessible to all the students.
Yes, sir.
Are you special, or does he do for everybody?
For everybody.
And roll it up here on the carpet by me.
Playing dice?
We're gonna roll the dice to see how many spots you move up on the board. So everybody's got to do it. You only get to roll the dice if your team gets it right.
Okay.
And team 4 is gonna be able to roll the dice first in a minute. So. My bad. Keep my other glasses just as All right, team 4. So y'all get to no team 6. Okay. Y'all didn't have it. Y'all get to roll anyway. Y'all won the dice. Throw it.
I second.
This is down here on the carpet to me. Roll it, let's see how far you go. So 5, Saint, Catra. Saint. You're okay. You only have a problem when you land on the stand right now. All right, Saint.
Watch me.
Roll it. All right. Next one is they prefer the soup. They prefer the soup.
Oh, wait.
They prefer the soup.
That is something else that has also changed the culture and the dynamic.
yes.
You were on the inside. We are on the outside watching, which is a wonderful vantage point, particularly when something is happening. It's like I'm a spectator at a basketball
Right.
game where people are actually doing something.
Yeah.
And I can tell you that the impact of just bringing the community to the school has changed. The paradigm has shifted just based on that alone. The student feedback, what we hear from them, is that people came out to see us,
yeah.
and that they were so impressed with the fact that someone was interested in them. Phenomenal.
Not only impressed, but empowered.
Yes,
Yeah.
I can imagine.
Yeah. They feel a sense of empowerment, and they also feel a sense of hunger for what they see.
And they'd like to become that, is what you're saying?
I'd like to become, how did that make you feel? It made me feel like I want to be one of them, right? It's some powerful stuff. I believe that a child educated at school is an uneducated child. We have to educate children not only at school, but at home, in our communities, in society. And these are critical times in public education. And we need people who truly understand that titles don't float the boat. The work that we do, significant work in public education, is what does.